Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome to the wonderful world of Spacebase DF-9. Oh, look, a bug. No, there we go. Fantastic. Picks up on Steam. It was 15 quid because I've got a load of other Double Fine games, and I like Double Fine. I want them to succeed in all they do, so they hopefully make another Psychonauts. Anyway, let's talk about this. Spacebase DF-9. You build Spacebase. It's got people on it. Occasionally more people show up, and then you have to deal with them as they show up. Bit like Theme Hospital and games like that, but just not as good. Nowhere near as good. I know this is a Alpha 2 build, and it's just not that good. Well, let me backtrack a bit. There's not enough content here for 15 quid to be justifiable. For instance, what you see here, I don't need this. I don't really need that. So yeah, get rid of this. This is entirely useless. I don't need half of these. I don't even need miners anymore because I've run out of things to spend money on. This took me a couple of hours to make, just fucking about. I sort of built one. I got attacked once or twice. The attacks aren't that big a thing. But really, for 15 quid, this is all I've got. Other problems I have with it, you can't really control people. I know that sounds weird, but sometimes you just want people to get the fuck out of a place and you can't get them out quick enough, or you want someone to go somewhere and build something now and you can't. There's no build list, not a visible one anyway, not like in old RTSs where you'd have a build list up the right hand side of the screen telling you what's going to be built when, and if you want something built quicker, you move it to the top of the list. This game does not do that. However, it does give you stats, a Facebook thing. Woo. Basically, in this game, you build a space station, aliens and people show up, you build the space station to suit. To be honest, this is probably a pretty decent layout now. I've got a big corridor and a bedroom, and lots of oxygen. I could deal with more people, but they've stopped showing up since. Although I mentioned the game's kind of buggy. People have stopped showing up, derelicts have stopped showing up, aliens have stopped showing up, people keep clipping through people, or they just stand around like daft assholes because your bartenders are asleep. That's another fun one. I can't wake people up. So if you've only got one bartender and you've got a load of hungry people standing around waiting for a drink, you're fucked because you can't do shit about it. I can't wake anyone up in this game. There's a bloke and he's just asleep, and if something goes wrong and you need that guy, you're buggered. So you have to do what all good people do, which is open the roster menu and change everyone to that one thing and hope for the best. When you get attacked by aliens, that's really the only way to do it. But yeah, for 15 quid, there's not a lot of content here. This is everything you can build, and this you don't even have to build, the fusion reactor. That I just put in because I had the money and the space. 15 quid, there's not a lot here. I'd wait till they've done a few more updates and a few more versions. I get it's an early access thing and all that, but there's just not a lot here to fuck around with. Go play Theme Hospital. At least then you know what you're getting into, and you've got research, you've got people, you've got doctors you can hire, you've got new places to build, things to build in corners, heating, cooling. On this one I've got a pub and it's called the Old Buffalo because that was what it was generated with. I gotta admit, the random generation stuff's kinda cool. I mean, you've got like a Facebook timeline thing, and you've got stats and what they like and what they don't like, names. That's fun, but that's not a game, that's just garnish. I would have expected crap like that to come in at the end, once they've sort of spat and polished on everything, but instead they've stuck it right in at the beginning. I get it, maybe they wanted to do fun shit first. I admit, the art style's nice and everything's nice and detailed, and I can zoom right in, and all the people are nice and different looking, even though they all clip into each other. It's just 15 quid, there's really not a lot here. if you're interested, you got 15 quid spare and it's between this and a pizza, I'd get the really nice pizza, to be honest now. Having played, I've sunk about 6 hours into this. I'm probably going to start a new space station soon, because there's nothing else to do on this one. See how that goes. So yeah, not a lot of content. What's here is a bit iffy and needs tweaking, and just annoying things, like a build list would be nice. So yeah, as always, I'm Big Adam, and that's my first look at Spacebase DF-9. Probably got to do some crap in the garage now. I'll sort out this coal I've got. Woohoo!